Thank you, Bruce. Tonight in Medical Rounds, chances are at one time or another you've probably uttered the words, "Oh, my aching back." And you're not alone. Back pain is one of the most common medical issues affecting 8 out of every 10 people. And joining us live now to talk more about that is Dan Fisher, site manager at the Hartford Hospital Rehabilitation Network, to tell us about some new technology available to treat common back pain conditions. Good evening, Dan. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Good evening.
What are some of the common conditions associated with back pain?
This can include anything from your regular muscle strains to more degenerative conditions of the spine, such as arthritis, stenosis. You can have degenerative discs that are included in there, herniated discs, which may or may not be putting compression on the nerve roots, and something also called spondylolisthesis, which is a defect in the bone of the vertebrae, which can lead to slippage of one vertebrae on the next.
Well, all of that sounds pretty painful. Let's talk about some of the advanced surgical options available for patients with back pain. What about robotic spine surgery?
The use of robotics allows the surgeon to actually really prepare ahead of time on the computer for the surgery, and then it allows for greater placement, greater accuracy of the placement of any implant with reduced complications or damage to soft tissue structures around the surgical site.
That sounds great, very precise. And what about some of the non-surgical treatment options?
There's many non-surgical treatment options, but this may include the use of medications, which most people have in their home. It can be prescription medications or medications that are injected, and then also physical therapy. And this is what I do, and it is a great tool to help with back pain.
It really is. Now, I understand you'll be co-presenting a class with Dr. Alamati Hussein on April 24th. Can you give us a sense of what you'll be discussing there?
Yes, this is going to be a great class. So if you have a history of back pain or you know somebody with back pain, we'd love to have you attend. I think it'll be very beneficial to you and give you some really good information. Dr. Alamati will be discussing the medical side of back pain and go into any of the surgical options. We're not going to talk about physical therapy, so I'm going to give information about what to expect on your first day of physical therapy and where we go from there, and the different options of treatment.
Sounds like a comprehensive program. Thank you so much for the great information tonight, Dan, that can help so many people. And as we mentioned, let's repeat it because it sounds like an interesting program. Dan and Dr. Alamati will be hosting a free community education class once again, April 24th in Southington, all about back pain. To register, call the number you see on the screen. In the meantime, Dan is available to answer your questions and a live Facebook discussion on the Hartford Hospital Facebook page. That's coming up in just a few minutes at 6 o'clock.